What's going on, guys? MariK here, back with another Dragon Ball Super video. Over the past few days, Bandai has been trickling little bits of new spoils from the Magnificent Collection coming out next month. The Gogeta and Broly weird little box collections that we'll be getting. And they've also given us a few other little tidbits for the upcoming championships as well. So I thought we'd take a look at what we've got so far before we do another video on Friday with the actual reveals for the Broly and Gogeta Magnificent Collections. So first up, we have the new alternate art for the leaders for Super Saiyan Gogeta the Unstoppable and Broly the Awakened Threat. Now, what I kind of felt a little weird was the fact that they chose these leaders, just because these leaders, now the Broly leader is good. And you can definitely do a lot with the Broly leader. But I haven't really seen the Gogeta leader be used for a whole lot. Now, I have a deck I've been working on that I'm looking forward to showcasing for you guys. But honestly, it just seems like the leader is highly, highly ignored for other leaders. And it's not that he's super great, because the build that I have for him is kind of specific, and it's a little bit linear, so you can't really do a whole lot with him as opposed to the Broly. The art on both of them is actually pretty freaking dope. I like the Gogeta a lot better. I don't know if I say I like it better than the original art. I feel like the original art has the art style for the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie was really awesome, but having that more detail-oriented Gogeta just looks fantastic. The Broly, on the other hand, I'm not super fond of. I actually kind of like the original art better. I understand this one has a little bit more detail to it as well, but there's just something about it that kind of turns me the wrong way. But the Gogeta art is fantastic. Now, the cards that they've revealed so far are pretty fantastic as well. So first up, we have Combination Attack, which is a red-blue extra card featuring Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta. The art on this card is pretty on point. The ability is kind of interesting. Of course, it has Energy Exhaust, as all dual-color cards do. It's an activate battle card that says, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, energy cost of 5 or less, return it to its owner's hand, then choose one of your red or blue energy and switch it to active mode. That's pretty cool. It's a really good kind of counter to go, bounce one of their higher cost cards back to their hand, and then you get an extra energy. So really, you're using it for 1 energy, which is pretty good. You have to have 2 energy open to use it, but you'll get back that active energy, and I really like the card. I think it's a really good card. I don't know, depending on the deck, depending on what kind of deck you're playing it in, and how well you can manipulate your resources, or how heavily you have to invest your resources, this can be a really, really good card. Now, of course, it is a choose, so it does not get around barrier, but still a nice card. If you wanted to actually remove the card from the battle area instead of just covering it up with, say, Mafuba, then that's Mafuba is an option too, which is still a great option. But this just has, I don't know, it has a little extra flair to it, and a little more flexibility. Again, not being able to hit cards with barrier kind of sucks. And obviously, you can't do anything to indestructible, but it's still a nice card. I really do like it, and I'm kind of gives me decently high hopes for some of the other cards coming out in the set. Then we got Super Saiyan Gogeta All Out Assault. He's a 6-cost, 25,000 red-blue. He's got barrier, energy exhaust. His activate main for 1 red, 1 blue, and 3 other says if your leader card is a blue Gogeta BR card and you have at least 1 red Son Goku BR and 1 red Vegeta BR in your drop area, choose all red Son Goku and Vegeta BR in your drop area, shuffle them into your deck, play this card from your hand. So you can play him for 5 energy, recycle all your resources. This would be a really good card. Of course, it's very deck specific, but if you're wanting to play Gogeta BR, this is a really, really solid card to counter Janemba. Because being able to put all those cards back to your deck, that can really lengthen your lifespan in that Janemba Mill matchup, and probably even give you enough time to be able to push them in the game. The auto says, at the end of the turn, place up to 2 cards from the top of your deck in your energy, then negate this skill for the duration of the game. So he's also not only going to give you cards back from the drop, but he's also going to give you 2 extra energy. So, pretty cool card. He's got barrier. He'd be a great target for the EX evolves. All around, this is just a super, super solid card. I actually love this card. It kills me to say that, being a Vegito fan, but this is a fantastic card, and the art is super, super crisp as well. Then, for the Broly side of things, we have Super Saiyan Broly, All-Out Assault. He's also a 6 cost, 25,000. However, he has a rival green-yellow for 1 green, 1 yellow. His auto says, when you play this card, or when this card is switched to active mode by a skill during your turn, choose one of the following. Choose 1 battle card with energy cost greater than or equal to your opponent's current energy and KO it. Draw 1 card, choose one of your opponent's cards, and switch it to rest mode. This card has a lot of flexibility between the 2 colors that it uses, just because it has a built-in Father-Son Kamehameha for no energy. And he's a decent-sized battle card. He is Broly BR as well, so you can use him as an evolved target. He's green and yellow, so you can use him for any of the evolved targets, which is pretty dope. The draw 1 card, choose one of your opponent's cards, switch it to rest mode, is solid, because it allows you to get rid of some kind of troublesome cards, especially if it's stuff that they are not attacking with and it's just sitting there. The only thing is that your card, he has to be switched to active mode by a skill during your turn, which is kind of I feel like that can kind of restrict what you can do with him, but I haven't taken a lot of time to look into it and find some good ways to take advantage of that skill. So for now, I'm still going to say I really like this card's abilities, and hopefully we can find some way to really break this card in and make it to where you can take advantage of both of those abilities, you know, relatively, because that auto is not even once per turn. It's literally when you play him, you get to do one of those abilities, and when he's switched to active mode, it's not once per turn, so you can do all kinds of shit if you can keep switching him to active mode. And that means you can draw multiple cards, you can put multiple stuff in rest mode, or you can just straight up KO stuff whenever the hell you wanted to. Then we have the Broly exclusive extra card, Wailing Spirit. It's a 2-cost green-yellow extra card. Activate main says, choose up to 1 Broly BR with an original energy cost of 4 from your deck, negate its auto skill for the duration of the turn, and then play it. So, 2 energy, you can get out your 4-cost Broly BR. That's not bad. That's really not a bad ability to kind of get your shit going into motion. Like, Broly BR was a really interesting archetype because no matter how he left the field, he was always going to come back stronger. And that goes along, you know, with the theme of what Broly is, which is really dope too. I really appreciate the lore behind that. Another solid card. Now, I like how this is a, you know, because it's a dual-colored card, it's going to have energy exhaust, just like the Goku Vegeta, but the irony there is, it's, like, why would you charge these cards? I think they're such good cards, I don't see why you would charge them. Of course, they have to have energy exhaust, because then you could just charge them for nothing, but, I don't know, I feel like there's just much better, I won't say much better cards to charge. There's just a lot. This is just a card you just don't want to charge. So there's always going to be something else you're going to go, I could use this less than this. I think these cards are really good. I don't know, I would say that I want to see Broly BR come back and just start wrecking the meta again, because, again, I'm not a super big Broly fan, but I do like this card and the other card as well. Then, in other news, Bandai has revealed the first, second, and third place championship cards for the upcoming season. And first place gets Super Saiyan Blue Vegito Energy Eruption in this amazing, gorgeous art. Holy crap. I wasn't super fond of the original art for this leader, especially compared to the Set 2 and Set 3 Fusion Warrior Super Saiyan Vegito and going all in Super Saiyan Blue Vegito leaders. It just kind of felt lacking. This is absolutely gorgeous. I don't want it with the champion first place stamp. I don't want it. I just want this art in a foil with like either promo foiling or like starter deck foiling, because this art is absolutely gorgeous. The prize for taking second place is an alternate art style of Broly the Awakened Threat. Now, what kind of annoys me here is, like, they're doing an alternate art for the Magnificent Collection, but then they're going to do another alternate art for the Championship. Why are you doing this leader? Why not do an alternate art of the green Broly leader from, like, the starter deck? You know, something that's a little bit different. I feel like having 3 different arts for the same leader is a bit much. Again, this is a fantastic leader, as we were just going over. But, I don't know. The art looks kind of dope. I still can't appreciate it as much as I could the Magnificent Box art, or even the original leader's art. But the fact that there are, like, merit cards like this, it's just like the metal leaders, to be honest. I would love to have one of the metal leaders, preferably, probably Cell. Just because Cell. But these are awesome prizes too, and this is really what your prize support should be about. Not getting 20 to 30 packs of the same promo stuff that you really don't need. You could sell them, trade them, sure, but having something like this is so much more gratifying. And to me, it shows so much more appreciation from the game's creators to the fan base for their hard work and dedication in topping and being the best of the best, like I wish I could be. I really want that Vegito. Then the prize for third place is an alternate art of Explosive Power Vegeta. I personally do not like this art. There's a lot going on. The colors, to me, just kind of, they don't make the art pop on this card. It feels like it was more half-assed. And as a leader from the Ultimate Box anyways, Explosive Power Vegeta had amazing art. Now, from what I understand, the art on the Unawakened side is the same as the original art. It's only the Awakened side that has the alternate art. But, I don't know, this to me I feel like it doesn't look as good as the original, and it pales in comparison to first and second place. What kind of annoys me a little bit is it's like, this was a good leader. I don't know why or how they pick which cards they choose to do this for. But this was a good leader. This leader did see some play. It saw a lot less play once they... I don't want to say since they changed it, since they clarified how forced ejection worked with the Explosive Power leader. And so he saw a lot less play. Still a pretty good leader. The Yellow Broly leader is a fantastic leader as well. Super generic. You can run with a lot of different stuff. The Vegito obviously is not, and has to be run basically with the Vegito support from Assault of the Saiyans. Otherwise, it's just not going to do much. I've seen a lot of people saying they'd rather have second place. I have seen people saying they'd rather have third place. It's the same thing as last year with the metal leaders. People would rather have second or third place because of Cell or the Soul Striker leader. And I understand that completely. It'd be kind of annoying. I would really, honestly, I'd be like, I would want to win first place, and then be like, hey, let me trade you for this one. That way you still got the merit for winning, even if you didn't keep the trophy. Like, you still got the credit. And it wasn't like someone could be like, yo, look at this. This is what I got from first place. No, because everybody's going to know you're full of shit. Everybody's going to know who really got first place. So it wouldn't really matter. I could see, trading stuff like that going on. And I feel like that is going to happen with whoever gets first. Unless they're a diehard Vegito fan. Because so many people have been trashing the Vegito leader. Which, me personally, I think this is a gorgeous card. I also think that Bandai is going in the right direction as far as prize support for big events like this. Alternate art leaders, whether they are good leaders or not, whether they're leaders that people want or not. The thing is, it's something different, and it's something that isn't just a bunch of shit you already had. It's not just a bunch of promo stuff. This is very exclusive stuff, and honestly, we should just be grateful we are getting stuff like this. At least Bandai is somewhat learning, and that's a good thing. It's a good sign for the future of this game, and the continued support from the creators as well. So, even if you end up with a leader you don't like, even if it's a leader that you're not really going to play, it's still the fact that we are getting stuff like this, and it's pretty exclusive shit that you should be proud to have. I mean, if you get third place and you get the Vegeta, even if you're not going to use the Vegeta, you've got that. That's yours. That is proof of your status. And that's just... I would like to see more alternate art stuff. I would like to see alternate art stuff, not just at such a super high level, even for regionals. Stuff like that would be really cool. Granted, I don't get to play a whole lot, so I probably wouldn't really be able to win any of that stuff. I feel like I could get better at the game if, I had the ability to travel that much, but because I don't, it doesn't really affect me, but I think it would be really cool for Bandai to just kind of have that kind of support for us in the game. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below about the 3 leaders that have been revealed, and I'm pretty sure there will be at least 2 more. I think there was 5 different metal leaders from Champions last year, so we can probably expect to see 2 more between now and Friday when they reveal the rest of the Magnificent Collection. Let me know what you guys think about that stuff as well. Personally, I think the art on the new leaders is pretty dope. So far, I think the support is pretty dope too, just from the 4 cards we've seen. There's a lot of stuff you can work with there, and I'm excited to see what the rest of the stuff we get is that we get revealed on Friday. So let me know in the comments below what cards you are most excited for, and which ones you think actually have a decent place as far as what can be used. With that, though, we're going to go ahead and get the freak out of here, and we'll see you guys again in Friday's video.